There's a couple of things that we've added into our little world. Market Chameleon is one of them. So this is always interesting if you're looking for stuff that has high volume. One of the things that I will say that's just in the world of transparency, a lot of stuff that you will see people outside of Money Map's world sell is available here for $100. Seasonality, dividends, biotech catalysts. You have to know how to trade it. That's a big difference. But people who are knowledgeable of this, I mean, you're paying for their expertise, but they're pulling it from screeners. Order flow sentiment, bullish today. SPY, Rivian, BABA. This is great. This is a great tool, by the way. Mara, Mullen. Oh yeah, that's the one that Gensler's not paying any attention to. So order flow today, very bullish for the SPY, very bullish for the Qs, very bullish for the TQQQ, TLT. What's bearish flow? This thing is usually broken, but it does have some you can identify some interesting trades using a tool like this. I did something a while back that I was analyzing. If you look out to like the 18th, and then you look at theoretical edge, and it has to be above 50%. And then you look at theoretical win rate, and it's above 50%. Underlying stock ideas, sentiment, no. Stock ideas, momentum, no. Resistance, above resistance, anything bullish. There's Perry, PERI, just talked about that. These are all breakout territory stocks. These are momentum-driven names that basically all you're doing at that point is you take a company like ALB, for example, if you're a trader, and you look at it's trying to break above this key line here. As far as resistance goes, it's above resistance. It's kind of like in a smooth momentum breakout territory. ALB. This thing break down in the time that I've been talking? Are you kidding me? No way. Okay, good. That's pure momentum. Look at that rebound yesterday. God, that's a 13-point move. It's cleared resistance. ALB strong. These are short duration moves. XPO, PERI. This is gas, GSL. This is Global Ship Lease. This was one of the companies that was on our initial list for F&Z score. It's a really good name. GSL, great dividend, earnings coming up. A lot of the shipping names are in good shape. PANL, CMRE. We added DAC. What else is on this? I think that's it. It's just these names. SLB, that's Schlumberger. And what's nice about this is if you look at this list that I've just pulled up, you can see that the SLB call for the 18th of August is currently at 249. Based on historical price return distributions, it should be at 413. So this screener is effectively arguing that this option is cheap. Out of all of the universe of potential options that are out there, this theoretically is a cheap option trade for August 13th. Now you can change the tab here and I can look at the strategy parameters. I think I could stay within 45 days, 30 to 40 days. You got 90 entries here. Now you want to try to figure out a way to keep these trades cheap, keep them under $2. You got 16 here. DraftKings, the 2650 strike is at $2, 368 on the theoretical value. Plug, same thing. Nat. If you're looking for cheap options trades, bullish crossover above resistance in an uptrend. These are the types of things that you'd want to trade. Now, the thing is, you have to just set really tight stops on these things, because if they break down, they're going to break down, and they're going to break down fast. But when you have moving indicator bullish, you have above resistance, you got cheap theoretical edge with an expected win rate above 50%, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? Now, I'm not going to actively make these types of trades. I'm not going to kill myself and watch this stuff all day. But if you want, it's a simple screener for me to run, and I don't mind sending stuff out if you're interested in it. My advice to you, though, is just keep it tight. So if you look at HAL, let's just look at Halliburton right now, right? The August 25th, $34 call. This is actually pretty interesting, because if that option is cheap, it makes sense to do a spread. It makes more sense to do a spread because the call that you're buying is cheap, but the IV. So here's your probability of it actually hitting that level, staying above that specific point. HAL and Chameleon, these are names that are kind of in this breakout territory. So that HAL $34 call for August 25th is at 187. You could buy that and turn around and sell the 35. Let's go within the next 30 days. Let's look for stuff that's even cheaper. Okay. So Square, wow. Plug, which is up 5.8% on the day. Plug Power for July, the $10 call, July 21st, is at 90 cents. Theoretical value should be at 171. Earnings for Halliburton are coming up on the 19th. So if you're playing solid momentum on Halliburton, you're going to want to just ride this toward earnings and then dump it before earnings hits. I like a spread on Halliburton. That looks not pretty good. Schlumberger, $51 calls at 146. Earnings coming up on the 21st of July. Not really sure what earnings are going to look like, but all you're trying to do at that point is just play any relative momentum that is here. And SLB, really strong day, by the way. You get back up to that 52 level. These are big moves, by the way. Whew.